Welcome to Warriors Abyss. I am Rogue Dubs. Today's suggestion is from Ashford, a new suggester. He is asking for Hanbei Takenaka. Could be a hidden ability here of Hanbei. He was getting an emblem drop in every stage. We'll have to see if that is what really happens with him. That'd be really cool if it is. Asked us to put Thunder on it. So we will definitely be doing that. And excited to try it out. I've not used Hanbei a whole lot recently. But before we get into it here, just wanted to give a quick shout out here to you guys. I've reached 75 subscribers recently. Really appreciate all the support. Would love to reach 100 some point soon. If you're loving the content, if you're liking it, consider subscribing, giving the video a like so I know you liked it. Let me know in the comments if you have any suggestions or any general thoughts on the videos, the game, the channel. Anything goes. I'm always down in the comments. Love talking to you guys. So let's get into it. So here is Hanbei, an incredibly powerful set here with his base traits, doubling formation slot bonus effects. That is insane. If we get White Tiger, 120% bonus attack in slot 1 will be crazy. Increase total wisdoms by 50%. If we double stack Kobayakawa and Lu Su, that will be a crazy amount of damage coming out. He has a cooldown shortening when his health is above 80%, so if he's healthier, you have a cooldown reduction. He has the Archer attack bonus, which is okay. It's not super helpful. It'll be nice, but not that helpful. Oda, Toyotomi, and Strategist, all three of these have some synergies. Masayuki Sanada gives Strategist Infliction chance. Toyotomi, of course, now has a lot of options to buff that up. Oda as well, if we find Nobunaga, we're able to activate him. That's another large amount of attack we can get going. So a lot of different directions to go here. We're going to keep in mind we were asked by Ashford to put on Bolt and stick with Bolt. So we will be doing that. But usually kind of a yo-yo type of weapon that he has here. Kind of some low base attack I'm sensing. Yeah, 525, that's low, but it's definitely workable. Let's go ahead and start taking this wisdom just to start getting that going. Looking for Bolt. We don't see Bolt. We're not going to roll yet. I'm going to take Sun Xuan. Okay. We can find Nobunaga in here. We could find Yuan Shao in here as a Bolt. We could find Hideyoshi Toyotomi. That would be probably the best thing to find. I like the movement on his set. I like how much he kind of floats around. There is Yuan Shao. I'm going to go ahead and take that. If we go here, Nobuyuki Sanada is in here, which is Bolt. That's the only reason I'm mentioning him. Not really. Yeah, I mean, there's Suma-Yi. There's a lot of Oda over here. I'm gonna go there, and let's see if we can get Mitsuhide this time for the barrier damage. I'm gonna grab Crystal Beads. I think that's worth 1,000 Tears of Blood. Especially because we already have Yuan Shao, so we can try to, if we see Zhang He, maybe we'll take him to get Yuan Shao's farming going. This is Oda. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna use the Crystal Bead right away. There's Zhang He. That's a very good result. So we have a Tears of Blood farm once we get enough bolts, which is our goal anyway. We could get Sophie here, or we could go here and look for Hideyoshi again. We're going for Hideyoshi for sure. that'll be fun. We can get him. Let's see what his Mushu looks like. Oh, it's really good. Oh, he pulls in everybody in a vortex and puts them in a blender. Seems good. Shingen. is pretty strong. Mori is hard to pass up. I don't think I will. I don't think I will. Here we can find Katsui Shibata or Lubu. I mean, we definitely need to keep our bolt in the full view here. Now, am I seeing emblems every time? I don't believe so. Could have been just sort of a luck thing that Ashford experienced. That would be very strong if he did have something like that. Yeah, that's really good for consecutive hit effects too, which is what Wisdom is. So, you know, depending on how the rest of this goes, this could be someone that's worth trying to go into late traversals with. Fire, I'm not interested in. I'm just not. We need to find Bull. Ginshio and Lubu obviously is the dream combo that everyone wants. Everybody's talking about it. They're saying you've got to have those two. They're like peanut butter and chocolate. I was going to say jelly, didn't you? That too. That would also apply. Okay. Can I turn down Shingen again? Yes. We need Bolt. Or Mitsuhide. Mitsuhide is also very strong. I need one more thing for Mitsuhide's unique tactic. What is it? One more talent hero. I think there is talent in here. Yeah, Nobuyuki is. Let's go ahead and put him in for Renmaru. Yeah, I like Earth Shatter more than Swift Strike. I like Swift Strike the least, I would say, of the attacking summon skills. I wonder if in future updates they'll do anything like with a special event enemy, you know, like some like little gremlin guy where if you get him, you get a ton of Tears of Blood or something, or a ton of Karma Embers. That'd be cool. Let's keep going for Charm. I think we take Lusu for sure. Yeah, I mean this is great. So let's grab that, and I'm gonna go ahead and put him in. And this time we're gonna take Ranmaru out. All right, so we already have the barrier damage active for Oda, which is pretty awesome. I think this might be we might Rainstone Agashira here. We're already at 18% attack. That doesn't seem like a lot, but for this point in the game, it is significant. We need some speed for sure. It's one thing I'd like to find. Yeah, he's getting rinsed. Yes. Oh, thought I could get him without having to Mushu, but if I had Mushu, I would have got him. But it's all good. We will still be able to get him here. Hanbei is one of the starting characters in Warriors Orochi 3. Which is kind of an interesting choice. It's him, Ma Chao, and Suma Zhao. Those are the three you start with in Warriors Orochi 3, and then you keep going. You get so many, it's insane. I'll take a Shibi disc. Yeah, I think that's fun. Okay, we got Bolt. That's awesome. We might really look for like Ginshio or Lubu here. I think that would be wise to try to get them going. Probably could have saved our Crystal Bead for a Bolt Tree, but I think we got really good value out of doing it early, regardless. I still have bonus experience on for Mushu attack kills, so I will keep trying to do that. See what his hyper attacks are like. I like that a whole lot. Yeah. He moves very far on his hypers, which is not a given for... You would think it'd be a given for the samurai characters, but it's not. I am getting quite a few emblems, but I don't think I'm getting them every time. Nobuyuki is interesting. So is Zhao Yun, of course. This is wisdom, though. I'm gonna take it. I think that's good enough for us to take. We have Hashibi disc to try to get like Nobunaga and like fill out the rest of the Oda. Once we get Bolt going enough, we'll work on that. We'll work on completing Oda. Maybe get like Hanzo Hattori active with that explosion thing for Bolt heroes. Because I have not been using that enough. That unique tactic is really strong, and I have not been respecting it. Mitsuhide is also just really good healing. His C2 is scary because he steps back so much during it. I'm gonna grab his speed. I think we need some speed. Feeling a little slow, just a step. I have now actually unlocked all of the unique weapons. Grind will be better for now. We don't really have much ice. We've got 4 ice. I mean, that's not nothing. We'll go here. Zhuge Liang would be... We might just roll for Zhuge Liang, to be honest with you. Because it's, you know, dual wisdom. Or Kobyakawa, actually. Because that will give us that dual wisdom scaling I was talking about. And that could be really fun. So I would say either one that we see first we'll take. This would be barrier damage by 100% as well, because we're Toyotomi also. Let's grab Naoe. I think we've literally almost taken the first option every time. Like we haven't rolled at all. We have 42 rerolls left, which is okay. That's a good problem to have. We'll probably get to a point where we have one thing we're looking for, and we'll be wanting to be glad we had it. Kenshin. We're gonna find Kenshin on this one, so that we can activate Naoe. Our Tears of Blood farm is active now as well. And we inflict bolt on people, which is great. We're going to hold off quite a bit on the King's Cauldron, though, having said that. Yeah, let's look for Kenshin, because he's in here, right? Yeah. I don't know why I had to look. I should know that at this point. It's all good. Lightning Arrow is intriguing, but I really want to find Kenshin. Chosokobe as well is intriguing, but I'm not sure we're gonna get enough skill. We'll take Nobunaga, because he's very strong too for us. He yeah, if we get 2 more, he'll give us a 70% attack flat bonus. Go there, look for more bolts, which I don't think there actually is any bolts. So we'll look for like Suma Yi probably, because he has wisdom. Maybe I can't think of anybody else that's relevant. We could try to get mature Yukimura Sanada as well, since we have wisdom. That'd be very strong. Nice. I like his idle animation. Now he's just having a little hop back and forth. It's nice. We did not have Nobuyuki yet, so we'll go ahead and grab that because it's Bolt. So in here is still Oichi. We'll go ahead and go for that and just round out the Oda because we still need to find the rest of the Oda to activate Nobunaga. If we wanted to activate Nobunaga, that is, which I do. Wisdom here for sure. Finding Kobayakawa, I'd say, is our next real priority to max out our attack scaling option. Yeah, the C2 is almost unusable if you don't have a really strong summon skill that you can quick summon to push people away. That's when you can use it. A very laid-back young man, you might say. Sounds very good, though. Very good emblems here. I'm gonna take him. It's too good to pass up. I can't pass it up. Blank tree here. You know what we're looking for? We're looking for wisdom and bold at this point. Kobayakawa, Zhuge Mature Yukimura Sanada. That's our wish list for this blank tree. Can't think of any other Wisdom Bolt people. There might be one that I'm not thinking of. Katsui Shibata would be nice too. Toshimeda, Keiji Maeda. A lot of options here that would be good to see. Let's take the evasion count. You'll be glad you did. Nene is very interesting. I'm gonna roll a little bit, just a touch. No reason to think about it too much. Just take Zhuge Liang. It's okay. Lusu can come back here. I don't really care about his stuff. This is a bolt effect, so we want to put the bolts in. Do we have any other bolts that are not in currently? Yeah. Penetrating Blade. I think Penetrating Blade does a little bit more. Mori's not active either. Sorry, I'm optimizing having both characters in to get more Tears of Blood. We'll swap it around once we have the unique tactics active. Right now, Mitsuhide stays in and Lusu stays in. That's what we need to happen. Do the 2 here. I can afford to because he's going to stop. Let's see how this looks. Pretty good. Yeah. I like those sweeping strikes that come out for the grind formation. Those are cool. Afflicting the ice. Just kind of running over the body of the enemy back and forth. It's pretty cool. Man, Tenmoku T-Bowl is pretty rough. Like, taking it this late feels very bad. I'm gonna do it. It just means that we can't take a King's Cauldron until after Tamahami, which is fine. I mean, and we would do it just for the formation, which we have a 3% gaining formation right now. So we're not getting nothing from our formation we currently have, and it doesn't really matter. Candidly, we're very strong at the moment. Finding Mushu charge would be great. Like finding Ina. I think Ina is Mushu charge. She might be a symbol. I'll have to look at that again. But the person that charges Mushu when we inflict shock, that'd be great to have. Just so we can inflict more shock to get more Tears of Blood. Not a bad way to start, too, getting that. So we're going to go here, for sure. And we're going to use a lot of these Tears of Blood. So Kenshin, for sure. Naue, Kinshio, Lubu. We have quite a few options we're looking for here. Right now, we're gonna assemble gauge so that we get as many Tears of Blood as we can. T-Bull I was underestimating for a long time. There was somebody in one of our streams that talked about how great it was, and they kind of inspired me to take it more often. So I've been really considering using it way more often than I used to. Alright, so this is an Oda. That feels good enough to me to take. Kenshin is also what we want. Lubu is what we want. We were asked to take Bolt. We have indeed taken Bolt. And then Naue. Yep. So that is just a lot of Bolt effects that are all pretty good. I'm going to go for the Tears of Blood here. I'm not going to go to that King's Cauldron. Grind is good enough to take us to get us through Tamahami, especially now that we have all that Bolt. And that's just the power of T-Bull. We literally got all of our in-game stuff active immediately off of one tree. What we're choosing for our in-game stuff to be. I mean, we still can get Nobunaga active, put him in there. He'll probably come in for where Yuan Shao is, for Yuan Shao's spot. You could also put in Kobayakawa at some point. If the attack that we get from Wisdom is more than Nobunaga, then we would put in them instead, obviously. So this is where the last Oda is. Let's go for it. Yeah, I think that's fine. We're close to activating Nobunaga. I think this actually will activate him. We have 7,000 Tears of Blood already. We can probably take out Yuan Shao once we find Oichi here. And if it takes too many rolls, we'll just pick something else. Just gonna go for that. Cool. Just killed him instantly. Yeah, we're almost at 8,000 Tears of Blood, so we will have more than enough to get the formation we want in the next world tier and probably get some good heroes as well. So boosting Kanetsugu's amplifying orb. Do I really care about that? This also gives us the double Mushu gauge right now. I think I actually do care about it enough to take it. And then No is in here. So we actually do not have enough for Nobunaga. We probably need like maybe one more. Yeah, one more. We'll go here. We'll get either Gracia or No. Ideally, No. This is it doesn't matter. We already have double Mushu gauges, which is great. Don't need me to tell you that. We're getting a lot of emblems. I don't know if we're getting like more than normal, but it feels like a lot. It's not on his sheet that he has an ability like that, but maybe he does. Yeah, we're already at like 2,000 hit rate with him because of his Mushu, because of how much his Mushu hits. So that is quite strong. Once you get consecutive hits restoring health, that's really good. Let's see what the next thing is. 300 enemies, okay. Yeah, this is going to be really strong against the bosses for sure. Wow, that's a cool attack. Let's see what his let's see what his C5 hyper is. Interesting. He throws it forward. I don't know if that's any good or not. I got 2. Nice. It's all quite elementary for Hanbei. There is no future for the enemies. So put in Nobunaga here for Yuan Shao. Great. Earthshatter Slay is fine. This would be Oichi, which I don't think really matters. Doesn't really matter. Let's go here then. Other than boosting grind, which we kind of don't really care about anymore. Like finding Diao Chan would be nice, I guess, to boost Lu Bu's attack, but yeah, she has to be in the formation, so never mind. That wouldn't matter. I like his 4 a lot. Yeah, having a really strong formation will be really nice, because we'll get double the effects of the attack attribute on it. I would love to find White Tiger, of course, but anything that gives us... I'll probably take any like high-level formation, because I just want to see how much damage it would do if I had... I'll do damage to barriers, I guess. I kind of wanted to take Wisdom there, but it's okay. If we get Lu Bu boosted, I want to see how much damage he does. Another Crystal Bead, that's perfect. I think Liu Bei is what we do. We say no there. 11,000 Tears of Blood. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. I mean, I would take Folding Fan for sure. There's Folding Fan. Let's grab that. Don't care about Ranzir Man. This is pretty good. Increase range. I think I like that. Let's just grab it. It is more skill, which is fine. Folding Fan is great. Cool. So these are now at 40%, and this is at 60% bonus. So not bad at all. Let's see how Tamahami likes it. Let's see how he's feeling. We got 200% barrier damage on. We have 199% attack flat. We would need, let's see, if we had when we have 20 wisdom, we would have 60% bonus. So we would need 24 wisdom for Kobayakawa to be worth more than Nobunaga. If we find him. Because he gives us 3% bonus attack. for each wisdom emblem. Like we didn't have a symbol gauge, and our barrier damage kind of made us take him down quicker than we would normally. Our secondary element is also ice, which doesn't really help us against bosses, so that's also kind of why that took a little longer than maybe it would seem like it would from how strong we are. That's okay. So let's grab red hair. Let's do it. And I think we're gonna put like people that are boosted on the 2 and the 4. So like this. Yeah. People that are already upgraded. Their summoning skill is already upgraded. We're gonna put them at the 2 and the 4. I'm not gonna need that. I'll just take the maximum health increase. Like, I'm not going to need the revive. On Traversal 1, I'm not going to need it. And it's not really worth doing Depths of Torment at Traversal level 1, in my opinion. Even though this build would be quite strong for Depths. It's strong for anything, to be clear, but it will definitely work very well for Depths of Torment as well. So we take Bolt here for sure. Alright, let's go. This is my first true Assemble Mushu, I think. I still do it very often anymore. I should. I mean, on Traversal 1, you don't really have to too often if you're building correctly. You can kind of just steamroll people. And just go for crystal beads, you know. I mean, if you have an option that includes crystal beads, it's correct almost every time to try for it. I also like Takakage Kobayakawa's aura the most, the thing that lowers the enemy's defenses. It's very, very useful for the bosses. I would love to find him if I can. We do have a crystal bead still. We see a wisdom tree, that would be ideal. Cool. His traits, his starting traits are just so strong. Let's take Diao Chan. And then we're going to move Lubu into the 2 spot. And I think I like Nobunaga more than Amplifying Orb. Okay. So Kobayakawa's in here, in the wind. We'll go for that. And then we're not going to use Crystal Bead on that. How many Wisdom do I have? I can't actually... Oh, you can see here. In... Where can you see? I always forget. Activated effects. That's where you can check. Okay, we have 18 only wisdom emblems. We would need 24 for Kobayakawa to be more valuable. It'd be nice to get there though. That'd be cool. If we could get to like 25, 26 wisdom. That way, Lusu and Kobayakawa will be giving us an absurd amount of attack. Then we just have, you know, the barrier damage with Kanetsugu and Mitsuhide, and then the attribute damage from Genshio and Lubu, and that would be quite a build. If we can complete that and pull that off, I'll be happy. It'll probably melt Goma too, I'm pretty sure. Not that it's not melting everything else right now. We're pretty much unstoppable at the moment. This Mushu does have kind of a cap of how many people it can pull into the tornado. It's about 150, it seems like. We'll see, you know, like right here will be a good... Nah, we can't really tell. Yeah. Let's do evade boost attack. I'm curious about that. I mean, I would like to have that. That is. So Kobyakawa is who we want. Keiji is normally quite good, but not in this situation. There he is. Perfect. All right. Yeah, so Bolt here would be great. We're almost done with Bolt. Ina is Mushu charging for shock, so that's good to know. I kind of want to get more wisdom though. I think it's only Guoja. Yeah. The only thing we have here is Guoja for that. Let's go ahead and go for the Bolt and get somebody good, like maybe Ina or someone else like that. Pretty wild. We've almost cleared out the Bolt tree. We're only at like, yeah, we're not even at that high of Bolt. We're only at 12 Bolt. Until we get more heroes added. You can max out on an element. I've done it with Slay before, for sure. Especially if you properly prioritize crystal beads. That happens very often. We'll go for Bolt again here. So with this take, with the bolt we're gonna get from this tree, we will get the protective star, which is always really nice. I love having the protective star. It just procs the elements more consistently. Yeah, the C3 I think is my favorite. It's just so wide. It just sweeps over the whole area. I like the 4 though too. The 4 is really nice. So Dark Wraith, you know what we do with Dark Wraith. We go as hard as we can to get rid of him. Because he's so annoying. Like right now, where is he? There he is. I think he's gone. Yeah. Pretty impressive. Okay. Let's go for evasion count. Yeah. I'd like to get a bolt tree. I mean, a wisdom tree to use my crystal bead. This is crazy. If we were gonna do this again for Depths of Torment, we would want to have Ina in our team, so we had more Mushu charge. In case we had to decrement our Mushu charging, she'd help us charge it faster again. We're really getting a lot of danger zones from taking that red hair. We fought through like every thing so far has been a danger zone. Like we didn't even find Hanbei, and Hanbei would be interesting too for this. I think he's not as good as what we have. But would be interesting. Like, getting 100% status infliction would be good. We could also do that with Masayuki Sanada. He's a strategist. So, actually a very diverse sort of build with a lot of different options. So very versatile, what I meant to say. 8 gates gold lock. Yeah, we'll take that. Oh, Zhou Yu was there. I could have taken him instead, actually. It's okay. So 8 gates gold lock gives us more attack, kind of, but not really. It's on the 5 and the 6. I'm gonna keep folding fan. I'm good with that. So Zhou Yu is the only wisdom here. Let's just take it and we'll grab him. Because we're getting close to the 24 number, which is when Kobayakawa is more valuable than I could reduce the defense. I kind of want to keep my Tears of Blood in case we feel like going for a late King's Cauldron to see if we can find White Tiger, because White Tiger would be the one thing too that would also help this build out. "24 Wisdom and White Tiger. Those are the two ways we can make this go even harder than it is right now. We are like one-shotting pretty much everything though. Like we're so efficiently defeating the enemies, they can barely put them on the screen fast enough for us. Yeah. Like it's not so much that we're having trouble beating them fast enough, is that they aren't emerging from the ground fast enough for us to kill them. Yes. I think part of it too is like we don't have any kind of like plague effect where people are getting affected by things like long range. So that's why it feels a little slower than some of our other builds have felt in the past. We're having to get very close to people to hit them, which is okay. Still super strong. Our Mushu charging is awesome. And we're instantly charging, basically. Every time we do one of his C3s, almost, we charge every single time. Yeah. We'll take upgrade bolt power. Level 4. That is quite strong. So we are looking for Zhou Yu for wisdom. Thank you. Alright, so this is not anyone that can really help us as far as wisdom goes. We could get Honda. We could get, you know, other three emblem guys, you would say. We got another danger zone here. We're not going to use our crystal bead yet, unless we see the next tree and then we don't have an option to go to a tree. I don't think we have Katsui Shibata yet, so if we get him, then we'll be able to get the triple orbital of the bolt. I think I am getting more emblems than normal. It seems like I'm getting more than normal, but maybe it's just because Ashford put that in my head that I'm thinking that. But it does seem like we're getting a lot of them. If anyone in the comments knows if that's something that they've noticed too with Hanbei, let us know, because I'm not sure. Kind of hard for me to keep track while I'm talking and trying to focus on the game at the same time. Let's take Tadakatsu here. We're gonna say no to that. All right, so we have we're gonna go to this tree and we're gonna look for all the wisdom we can find, which is only like Junyu. There's a few in there. So we're gonna use our crystal bead and we're gonna take 2 wisdom heroes. Use all of our rerolls, and then we're gonna put in Kobyakawa for Nobunaga, and we'll have an extremely powerful wisdom bolt run. Hopefully we can find someone that also, or some way to also get bolt to get the triple bolt orbitals. That'd be nice, but I don't know that that's gonna happen for us. Right, let's see if this gives it to us. Did not. We'll take the attack actions. Yeah. Just very, very efficient at defeating enemies at this point. Kenetsugu's amplifying orb with the bolts were so huge that were coming out of that thing. These characters that get the bonus attack for a certain emblem are so powerful. If they also have scaling. Yeah, I mean there's a lot of compelling stuff here, but we are gonna look for. Okay, that was a wisdom that I rolled past, but it's okay. Another wisdom here, and that's 25. So we need. I think we need that to... We have 24 now, so that would be more than... That'd be 72, 72 attacks, so it'd be more percentage than what Nobunaga gives us. So with that being said, let's find a bolt here. I know there is one. There's got to be at least one. Sunsa. Thank you. And we actually had another crystal bolt, crystal tier, so we can take another wisdom if we can find it. Zushu, welcome to the party. So Nobunaga is going to come out for Kobyakawa. So 2 and 4 and 6 have boosted attack. Let's put the people that actually do an attack in those spots, and then the people that are over here are our support. That's fine. Yeah, so this is going to be really strong, I think. We're going to look at the final tally of what our attack percentage is at before we start. 310%. So we did good. Let's see how it looks. Putting Kobyakawa's on. His barrier's already down. No surprise there that we have bonus. He's dead. Yeah. So that worked really well. Having 2 people that boost bolt attribute, 2 that scale our attack with wisdom, and then 2 for barrier damage. Seems good to me. Worked out real nice. Real nice. It's always kind of nice to have an objective going in on these suggestions, and also just kind of talking it out a little bit, thinking to yourself, like, what do I want to try to do? What's the ideal characters I'm looking for? What treasures help me do that, We still haven't even charged our symbol gauge between fighting the Veteran Warrior and First Goma, and I don't know if we're gonna get there. We very well might not need it at all. I know I called yesterday's build Ultimate Wind build. I'm gonna call this Ultimate Bolt build. I'm sorry. It deserves to be given. I should have Mushu'd there. I got the tip yesterday that I can stop his lasers by Mushuing. All right, so he is down. Let's just see if we would need to use the symbol or not. We actually would not need to use the symbol at all. Yeah, no symbol required once again for Warrior and the 2 final Gomas. So, definitely worked out, I would say. But this was really fun. Thanks to Ashford for the suggestion. Really fun character. Probably worth doing higher traversal on. I mean, his C4 is his 4 actually. I've learned that now that the XXXY is a C4 not C3. But anyway, it's very strong. So yeah, I mean 25 wisdom, we hit that threshold where it was more powerful than Nobunaga. Really high bolt as well, 3100 attack, 9 million battle power. Great run all the way around. Big shout out to Asher for this one. This one was really fun. Let me know in the comments what else you want to see in this game. Really enjoying it. We got some new stuff coming to the channel too, so stay tuned for that. I have created a X Twitter account that will be in the description if you want to give that a follow. Really appreciate it, and we will see you guys tomorrow. All right.